In the year 2000, one small program did something so revolutionary and so terrifying to a giant industry that it changed music forever. It let 60 million people download almost any song ever recorded, instantly, for free. It was created by two teenagers, and the entire music industry united to destroy it. This is the story of Napster, the app that broke the rules, lost the war, and still won the future. To understand Napster, you have to remember the world before it. Back then, if you wanted music, you bought a physical CD from a store, often for around $15 or $20, even if you only liked one song on it. Music was physical and it was expensive. Then, in 1999, a teenager named Sean Fanning built something that turned that entire world upside down. Stick around, because what he unleashed could not be put back in the bottle. Napster's idea was brilliantly simple and radical. It connected people's computers directly to each other in what's called peer-to-peer sharing. If you had a song on your computer and I wanted it, Napster let me download it straight from you. Multiply that across millions of users, and suddenly, almost every song ever recorded was available from someone, somewhere, for free. It was like a magical infinite music library shared by the whole world. And it exploded. Especially on college campuses, where students had fast internet connections, Napster spread like wildfire. Within about a year, it had tens of millions of users. People who had never been able to afford much music suddenly had access to everything. Rare tracks, entire discographies, songs you could never find in stores. For music lovers, it felt like a revolution, a utopia. For the music industry, it felt like an existential threat. And here is why the industry panicked. All that music being shared for free was, of course, being shared without permission and without paying the artists or the record labels who owned it. Every free download was, in the industry's eyes, a lost sale. CD sales, the lifeblood of the music business, were suddenly in danger. To the powerful record labels, Napster wasn't a clever innovation. It was mass theft on an unimaginable scale. So the music industry did what powerful industries do when threatened. It went to war in the courts. The record labels sued Napster, arguing it was enabling massive copyright infringement. Famous musicians joined the fight, furious that their work was being given away for free. It became one of the most high-profile legal battles of the early internet, a clash between a scrappy startup and the entire established music business. And legally, the industry had a strong case. The music being shared really was copyrighted, and Napster really was making that sharing possible on a giant scale. The courts largely agreed. Napster was ordered to stop the infringing activity on its network. But that was almost impossible to do while remaining Napster, because free, unrestricted sharing was the entire point of the service. The legal pressure was slowly strangling it. Under the crushing weight of lawsuits and court orders, Napster was forced to shut down its free service. It tried to reinvent itself as a legal, paid service, but by then it was too late, and the magic was gone. The original Napster, the free, wild, revolutionary one, was effectively dead. The music industry had won its war. It had slain the beast that threatened it, except it hadn't really won at all. Because here is the twist that makes Napster one of the most important stories in tech. Napster had shown the world something the music industry desperately wanted to ignore. People no longer wanted to buy expensive physical CDs for one good song. They wanted instant, digital, on-demand access to any music they liked, immediately. Napster had revealed the future of how people wanted to consume music. And that desire didn't die when Napster did. Others saw the opportunity Napster had exposed and did it legally. A famous technology company launched a digital music store, letting people buy individual songs for a small price, cheaply and instantly. It was a massive success, and later, streaming services arrived, letting people access virtually all the music in the world for a monthly fee. This was the legal, sustainable version of exactly what Napster had pioneered, and it made billions. Think about the irony. The music industry spent enormous effort destroying Napster to protect the old way of selling music. But in doing so, it delayed embracing the digital future the customers clearly wanted. Other companies, tech companies, stepped in and built that future instead, capturing enormous value. The industry won the battle against Napster, but it lost control of the very transformation Napster had started. The old model of selling physical CDs collapsed anyway, just as Napster had signaled it would. Music became digital, then streamed. Today, we take for granted that we can listen to almost any song instantly, on demand. That is the world Napster glimpsed and unleashed, years before the industry was ready. Napster the company died, but Napster's vision of music completely conquered the world. And there is a poignant lesson in the fate of the company itself. Napster saw the future first. It had the users, the momentum, and the revolutionary insight. But because it was built on breaking the law, it could not survive to profit from the revolution it had started. It lit the fire, and then others, playing by the rules, warmed themselves by it and grew rich. Being first and being right was not enough to save it. So what is the real lesson of Napster? The first is for incumbents. When a disruptive technology reveals what customers truly want, you can spend all your energy fighting it, or you can adapt and lead. The music industry fought, and while it won in court, it lost years and let outsiders seize the digital future. Customers, once shown a better way, rarely go back to the old one. The deeper lesson is that you can be completely right about the future and still be destroyed by how you get there. Napster correctly saw that music would become instant and digital, but by building that vision on piracy, it doomed itself and handed the rewards to others who did it legally. So the question the story leaves us with is this: when a rebel shows you the future, do you crush the rebel, or do you learn the lesson before someone else does? If you enjoyed watching this revolution unfold, subscribe, because next time, we've got another giant that never saw it coming.